Because they hate us. Step the game up. They brain us. They ain't no Zimmerman. I only got one question. What the fuck have y'all been doing? Yo, I know I just spoke about today's August 12th, 2021. I think I realized what the problem is. I do. I realize what the problem is, right? Feel me? See, I just spoke about a topic about the Hispanic man using the noose hanging off the thin and said it was a cruel joke. This, that, and the third. So, and I said racism doesn't really come from just white people. It really is a diverse problem. It just comes from people who relate, who feel like since I'm in close proximity with the color white, I can choose to be racism. I can choose to be different. I can choose to think that I'm better than you because of the fact that I'm white. Cool. You feel me? That's where the thought is coming from. But whoever said being white is racism? You see, that's the misconception. Just because you look white or you are white doesn't make you a racist person. That's what I'm fighting against. Because there's white people out there who are not racist. They just living their actual life. They like, who the fuck cares? Like, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Niggas is human just like the rest of us. And they just trying to just be normal. Niggas ain't trying to act superior over nobody. They just want to be normal. Some of these people who are of Hispanic descent or Asian and everything else believe that being white is superior. So they try to push out. They want to present that white side of them. Look at me. I look white. I got long hair. My skin complexion is the same as this person and this person. So that means that I can act superior over you. Wrong. Because that's the case. There's white people who are whiter than you and are not racist. You feel me? But of course, you got to change the picture by pushing the indication out there. Like, they want to push that idea out there. Like, look, white people are racist. So if that means that if I look like them, then I have to act superior over you. No, that's not true. Because not every white person is racist. It's been proven. You feel me? So just because you look like you won. Just like you look like you won, you can pass off as one. You are not one. And doesn't necessarily qualify you to be a bigot. You feel me? You are not qualified to be a moron. And being a racist or a moron or a bigot is not associated to a certain pigmentation. You see, that's what they're not understanding. Because I see people trying to just literally dive in front of the bus I'm in just to show the white side of them. I'm like, that does not spell nothing. Okay, yeah, you have a few of y'all that look, y'all can pass off as white, but truth be told, you are not one. Who are we kidding? And just because, even if you are one, and you have made, and you can pass off as one, identically, it still does not spell. It doesn't give you the right to act like you are one. Like, you feel me? You're not a racist. It doesn't mean that every white person, every Bob and every Steven is racist. No. It's less than 10% of them. The rest of them are just trying to live their life. You feel me? Back in the 70s, in the 60s, it was probably like a good 50%. But in today's age, it's less than 10%. I'll just leave it at that. I wouldn't even say 5. But this is less than 10% of that population, which is white, that probably do not like black people. And half of that 10%, less than 10%, just don't understand this, so they don't want to be ignorant, so they just stay away from the topic and complete. You feel me? But some people of other race, you feel me? In this particular case, we're talking about the Hispanic guy who did not look nothing white at all. That nigga looked black. He had a dark complexion. He been in the sun for too long. He just had a poppy face. That's all. And he couldn't speak English. So he had a black skin, with a nice tan on him, and he had a Mexican face or Peru face. That's it. You feel me? But some of them feel like, well, I look like I'm white. I got long hair. I'm like, long hair belongs to everybody. Long hair belongs to the Native American. Long hair belongs to Asian American. Long hair belongs to white Americans. Long hair, not even American. Just long hair belongs to every ethnic group, including black people too. There's a lot of black people who got that long hair too. Some of us are just unique in the curliness of our hair. It's just that our hair is long. It's been curled. It's been bounded. You know what I mean? If you stretch it out, it's as long as any other race. Actually, we're not even gonna go there. But our hair is the longest out of every other race, because the fact that it's been coiled to look small, when we perm our shit is long. As a matter of fact, when we grow our dress is longer than any other hair texture in the world. And that's just a fact. You see it for yourself. And imagine a person who had dress perm their hair like y'all perm your hair. That should be ridiculous. But anyway, we not even talking. But it's like, they're like, oh, look, I have the same complexion. Everybody got that complexion. Asian got that complexion. White people got that complexion. Mexicans got that complexion. It's nothing cute. It's nothing, I said cute. It's nothing new about having a complexion that everybody else have. We have the same complexion as they do. We have black people that have that complexion too. You feel me? Just because you white doesn't mean you racist. Get that shit out your mind. Feel me? It doesn't give you the license to act and behave like that. Time is late. So they try to use their whiteness to be like, well, since I'm this complexion, I can act. No, you cannot. Because every white person don't act like that. If that's the case, then we have a lot more racist activities in this country. But we don't. Because the population of white people is much higher. But we don't seem to have that kind of high level of crimes when it comes to white on black. It's more like police and everything else like that. It's just the misunderstanding of many things. Politics and all that. It always seems to happen when election is coming up. You feel me? Like, come on, yo. Just because you look like somebody and you trying so hard not to be yourself, and you thinking just because I look like them, you feel like I can have the benefits of them. Yeah. You want to have the benefits of what it means to be white. So I'm going to act racism towards another particular group because I feel inferior or superior. I say inferior. I feel superior to them and they're inferior to me. No, that doesn't work like that, man. Feel me? It does not work like that. White does not equal racism. Get that shit out your head, man. Black does not equal slavery. Get that shit out your head too. You feel me? Hey, how you doing? I need the gate open. I work here. I don't have the key. You feel me? It does not equal that, man. That should be sad because these niggas really be trying. The racists want another race be trying to look like white so they can justify their hatred for other people who they think are less than them. And I think that's whack. Feel me? But I'm going to work right now. I'll holler at y'all later, man. I don't even have time to play with y'all niggas.